In an unprecedented display of national unity and civic pride, thousands of Burkinabé citizens, alongside military personnel, have embarked on a massive sanitation exercise to clean towns, villages, and public spaces across the country. This collective effort, dubbed Opération Faso Propre, Operation Clean Faso, has seen communities from Ouagadougou to remote rural areas wield brooms, shovels, and wheelbarrows to rid streets, markets, and public facilities of waste, symbolizing a renewed commitment to national development and cleanliness. The initiative, which has garnered widespread participation, also reflects strong public support for the military government led by Captain Ibrahim Traoré, who has championed grassroots mobilization as part of his vision for a revitalized Burkina Faso. The sanitation campaign, launched 2 weeks ago, was inspired by Traoré's call for citizens to take ownership of their environment and contribute to the nation's progress. In a televised address, the 37-year-old junta leader emphasized that a clean and organized Burkina Faso is foundational to restoring national pride and tackling broader challenges like security and economic development. Our country is our home, and every citizen must play their part in making it a place of dignity, Traoré declared, urging both civilians and the military to lead by example. The response has been overwhelming. Across Burkina Faso's 13 regions, local communities have organized cleaning brigades, working in tandem with soldiers and members of the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland, VDPs, the civilian militia supporting the military's counterinsurgency efforts. In Ouagadougou, the capital, residents gathered at the Place de la Révolution, a symbolic site of national unity, to kick off the campaign. Armed with cleaning tools, they swept streets, cleared drainage systems, and collected heaps of plastic waste, transforming littered areas into pristine public spaces. In rural areas like Barcelogo and Djibo, where jihadist insurgencies have disrupted daily life, the sanitation exercise has taken on added significance. Communities in these regions, often under siege, have used the campaign to reclaim public spaces and assert resilience. Cleaning our village is a way to show we are still here, still strong, said Aissata Ouagadougou, a schoolteacher in Djibo, as she joined neighbors in clearing debris from a local market. Soldiers stationed in these areas have been seen working alongside civilians, fostering a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. The active involvement of the Burkina Faso Armed Forces has been a cornerstone of the campaign's success. Military units, including elite rapid intervention battalions, have deployed personnel to assist in cleaning efforts, from removing refuse in urban centers to rehabilitating damaged infrastructure in conflict zones. In Kaya, a northern town frequently targeted by jihadist attacks, soldiers and VDPs collaborated with local youth groups to restore a community health center, cleaning its premises and repairing water points to improve access to sanitation. This collaboration has not only enhanced the campaign's reach, but also strengthened ties between the military and civilians. The soldiers are not just fighting for us, they are working with us to build a better Burkina Faso, said Moussa Compere, a market trader in Bobo Dioulasso, the country's second-largest city. The sight of uniformed personnel sweeping streets and hauling waste has become a powerful symbol of the junta's commitment to grassroots development, resonating with a population weary of years of insecurity and political instability. The VDPs, who have been instrumental in Traoré's counterinsurgency strategy, have also played a pivotal role. In many communities, VDP members have taken on leadership roles, organizing cleaning schedules and mobilizing resources. Their involvement has helped bridge the gap between military objectives and civilian aspirations, reinforcing the narrative that the fight against insurgency and the push for national cleanliness are interconnected efforts to restore Burkina Faso's sovereignty and dignity. The sanitation exercise has become a platform for Burkinabé citizens to express their support for Captain Ibrahim Traoré and his military government, which seized power in a September 2022 coup. Traoré, often compared to Burkina Faso's revolutionary icon Thomas Sankara for his Pan-Africanist rhetoric and anti-Western stance, has cultivated a strong following among the country's youth and disenfranchised populations. The cleaning campaign has amplified this support, with many participants viewing it as a tangible way to align with Traoré's vision of a self-reliant and revitalized nation. In Ouagadougou, rallies held alongside cleaning activities have seen crowds chanting, "Long live Captain Traoré," while waving national flags and banners praising the junta's efforts to distance Burkina Faso from its former colonial power, France, and forge new alliances with Russia and regional partners like Mali and Niger through the Alliance of Sahel states. Captain Traoré is showing us that we can take control of our destiny, said Fatoumata Sawadogo, a university student who organized a cleaning drive in her neighborhood. Cleaning our country is just the start. We are building a new Burkina Faso together. Social media platforms, particularly X, have been abuzz with images and videos of the sanitation exercise, with hashtags like #Faso Propre and #TraorVision trending among Burkinabé users. Posts show communities painting public buildings, planting trees, and clearing waterways, often accompanied by messages of gratitude to Traoré for inspiring collective action. The junta's media-savvy approach, including Traoré's regular appearances on state television, has helped amplify the campaign's visibility and reinforce his image as a leader attuned to the needs of ordinary citizens. In conflict-affected regions, the sanitation exercise has also served as a rallying point for communities to demonstrate loyalty to the government amid ongoing jihadist threats. In Dori, a town in the Sahel region, residents organized a cleaning day under military protection, with participants openly praising Traoré's efforts to bolster security through partnerships with Russian forces and the VDPs. "We clean today because we believe in a future where our children can live without fear," said Idrissa Sankara, a local elder, as he joined a group clearing a blocked irrigation canal. Despite the enthusiasm, the sanitation campaign has not been without challenges. In some areas, limited access to cleaning equipment and resources has hindered progress, with rural communities relying on makeshift tools and volunteer labor. The ongoing jihadist insurgency, which controls an estimated 40 to 60% of Burkina Faso's territory, has also posed risks, with some cleaning teams requiring military escorts to operate safely. Reports of jihadist attacks in northern and eastern regions, including a recent assault in Djibo that killed dozens, have underscored the precarious security situation that threatens to overshadow the campaign's achievements. Moreover, the junta's heavy-handed approach to dissent has sparked concerns among some observers. Critics, including forcibly conscripted activists and journalists, have faced repression, with some reportedly abducted or sent to the front lines, according to human rights groups. These actions have raised questions about the junta's commitment to civic freedoms, even as it enjoys broad support for initiatives like the sanitation exercise. In some communities, particularly among the Fulani, accusations of ethnic targeting by the military and VDPs have tempered enthusiasm for the campaign, with some residents participating cautiously to avoid scrutiny. As Opération Faso Propre continues to gain momentum, it remains a powerful testament to the Burkinabé people's resilience and determination to rebuild their nation. The sight of soldiers and civilians working side by side has fostered a sense of unity in a country fractured by years of violence and political upheaval. For many, the campaign is not just about cleaning streets but about reclaiming a sense of agency and hope under Traoré's leadership. In Bobo Dioulasso, a group of women who spent the day cleaning a local hospital expressed their pride in contributing to the nation's renewal. "We are cleaning for our children, for our future," said Mariam Traoré, a mother of 3. "Captain Traoré has given us a reason to believe we can make a difference." Similar sentiments echo across the country, from urban centers to rural outposts, as citizens rally behind a shared goal of transformation. The sanitation exercise, now in its 3rd week, shows no signs of slowing down, with plans to expand into reforestation efforts and infrastructure repairs. As Burkina Faso grapples with its complex challenges, the campaign stands as a vivid illustration of what collective action can achieve, and a reflection of the deep support many Burkinabé have for Ibrahim Traoré's vision, even as the nation navigates an uncertain path forward. As Opération Faso Propre sweeps across Burkina Faso, transforming public spaces and galvanizing communities, the sanitation exercise has become more than a cleaning campaign. It's a vivid expression of the widespread support for Captain Ibrahim Traoré and his military government. The 37-year-old junta leader, who seized power in September 2022, has captured the imagination of many Burkinabé, particularly the youth, rural communities, and those disillusioned with the country's past leadership. This groundswell of backing, evident in the enthusiastic participation in the nationwide cleanup and broader public sentiment, stems from a combination of Traoré's charismatic leadership, his alignment with popular aspirations, and his bold policy shifts, which resonate deeply in a nation grappling with insecurity, economic hardship, and a desire for sovereignty. At the heart of Traoré's appeal is his ability to connect with ordinary Burkinabé, presenting himself as a man of the people rather than a distant elite. His rhetoric, often delivered in local languages like Moor and Dioula, echoes the revolutionary zeal of Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso's iconic former president whose Pan-Africanist and anti-imperialist legacy remains a touchstone for many. Traoré's speeches, frequently broadcast on state media and shared widely on platforms like X, emphasize self-reliance, national pride, and resistance to foreign influence. Messages that strike a chord in a country frustrated by decades of perceived neo-colonial interference, particularly from France. In towns like Ouagadougou and Fada Ngourma, where residents have joined the sanitation campaign in droves, Traoré's calls for collective action have been met with fervor. "He speaks like one of us, not like the politicians who sold our country to foreigners," said Issouf Zongo, a mechanic who organized a cleaning brigade in his Ouagadougou neighborhood. Traoré's decision to expel French forces in 2023 and pivot toward partnerships with Russia and regional allies like Mali and Niger has bolstered his image as a leader unafraid to challenge the status quo. For many, his leadership represents a break from the cycle of corruption and inefficacy that characterized previous civilian governments. Burkina Faso's ongoing battle against jihadist insurgencies, which have displaced over 2 million people and destabilized vast swathes of the country, has been a defining challenge for Traoré's government. While the security situation remains dire, with attacks continuing in regions like the Sahel and Est, many Burkinabé credit Traoré with taking decisive action where past administrations faltered. His expansion of the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland, VDPs, a civilian militia supporting the military, has empowered communities to take an active role in their defense, fostering a sense of agency among citizens who feel abandoned by previous governments. The sanitation campaign has dovetailed with these security efforts, as cleaning initiatives in conflict zones like Djibo and Arbinda demonstrate resilience against insurgent threats. Residents in these areas, who often work under military protection, see Traoré's leadership as a lifeline. "The captain is fighting for us, and we are fighting with him, whether it's against terrorists or the dirt in our streets," said Aminata Cabaret, a trader in Dori who joined a cleanup effort near a military outpost. Traoré's visible support for the VDPs, including providing them with resources and training, has further endeared him to communities that view the militia as a bulwark against jihadist encroachment. Beyond security, Traoré's government has prioritized initiatives that resonate with Burkina Faso's predominantly young and rural population. His administration has launched agricultural programs aimed at boosting local production, such as providing seeds and fertilizers to farmers in regions like Center-West and Houts-Bassins. These efforts, though still in early stages, have sparked hope among rural communities that have long felt neglected by urban-centric policies. The sanitation campaign itself is seen as part of this broader push for self-sufficiency, with Traoré framing a clean environment as a prerequisite for economic progress and public health. In urban centers, Traoré's focus on youth empowerment has struck a particular chord. The junta has organized job training programs and public works projects, many of which dovetail with the sanitation campaign. In Bobo Dioulasso, for instance, young volunteers cleaning public parks have been promised opportunities to join infrastructure projects funded by the government. "Traoré is giving us a chance to build our future," said Souleymane Diallo, a 22-year-old student who helped repaint a school during a cleaning drive. Such initiatives have helped cultivate a loyal base among the youth, who make up over 60% of Burkina Faso's population and see Traoré as a champion of their aspirations. Traoré's foreign policy, particularly his rejection of French influence and alignment with the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, has further solidified his support. The expulsion of French troops and diplomats, coupled with high-profile engagements with Russian officials and the delivery of Russian military aid, has tapped into widespread anti-Western sentiment. Many Burkinabé, particularly in urban areas, view France's historical role in Burkina Faso, through military presence and economic dominance, as exploitative. Traoré's decision to withdraw from ECOWAS and strengthen ties with Mali and Niger has been celebrated as a bold step toward regional sovereignty. During sanitation events, banners and chants praising the AES and Traoré's leadership are common, reflecting a belief that his government is charting a new path for Burkina Faso. In Ouagadougou, a group of women cleaning a marketplace waved flags of the AES, chanting, "Traoré is our shield, the Sahel is our strength." Such displays underscore how the sanitation campaign has become a stage for expressing geopolitical allegiances, with participants equating a clean Burkina Faso with a nation free from foreign control. The sanitation campaign itself has become a powerful symbol of Traoré's ability to mobilize the masses. By framing the cleanup as a patriotic duty, Traoré has tapped into a collective desire for unity in a fractured nation. The campaign's structure, which relies on community-led efforts supported by the military and VDPs, has given citizens a sense of ownership over their country's future. In rural villages like Pisala, where residents have cleared overgrown paths and restored water points, the act of cleaning is seen as a metaphor for rebuilding the nation under Traoré's guidance. Moreover, Traoré's personal involvement in the campaign, such as his reported participation in a cleanup event in Ouagadougou's Gaounfin district, has reinforced his image as a hands-on leader. Photos circulating on X show him wielding a broom alongside civilians, a stark contrast to the perceived aloofness of past presidents. "He's not just giving orders, he's working with us," said Adama Sawadogo, a carpenter who joined the Gaounfin cleanup. This visibility has helped Traoré maintain a cult-like following, with many Burkinabé viewing him as a figure who embodies their struggles and aspirations. Despite this support, Traoré's government faces criticism that complicates the narrative of universal backing. Reports of forced conscription, crackdowns on dissent, and allegations of ethnic bias against the Fulani have sparked unease among some communities. In urban areas, where civil society groups have been silenced, a small but vocal minority questions whether the sanitation campaign is a distraction from deeper governance issues. Yet, for many participants, these concerns are outweighed by Traoré's tangible efforts to address insecurity and economic stagnation. "No leader is perfect, but Traoré is trying where others gave up," said Fatimata Konate, a nurse in Banfora who organized a hospital cleanup. The sanitation campaign has also provided a platform for Traoré to counter criticism by showcasing unity and progress. By involving diverse groups, youth, women, farmers, and soldiers, the campaign has helped deflect accusations of exclusionary policies, presenting an image of inclusivity. In regions like Centre Nord, where ethnic tensions have flared, cleaning events have brought together Mossi, Fulani, and other communities, fostering dialogue and cooperation under the junta's banner. As Opération Faso Propre continues to unite Burkinabé across regions and social strata, it underscores the depth of support for Ibrahim Traoré's vision. His ability to channel popular frustration into constructive action, coupled with his defiance of foreign influence and focus on grassroots empowerment, has made him a symbol of hope for a nation battered by years of crisis. The sanitation campaign, while practical in its aims, has become a powerful vehicle for expressing loyalty to Traoré's government, with participants seeing their efforts as a step toward a stronger, more sovereign Burkina Faso. From the bustling streets of Ouagadougou to the embattled villages of the Sahel, the Burkinabé people's participation in the cleanup reflects a broader commitment to Traoré's leadership. Whether clearing refuse from markets or restoring public infrastructure, citizens are not just cleaning their country. They are signaling their belief in a government they see as fighting for their dignity and future. As the campaign expands and Traoré's policies continue to shape Burkina Faso's trajectory, the nation watches closely to see how this momentum will evolve. As Opération Faso Propre continues to transform Burkina Faso's towns, villages, and public spaces, the collective efforts of civilians, soldiers, and volunteers for the defense of the homeland, VDPs, have painted a vivid picture of a nation united in purpose. From the bustling streets of Ouagadougou to the resilient communities of Djibo and Dori, the people of Burkina Faso have shown remarkable dedication to cleaning their country, reflecting not only a commitment to a cleaner environment but also unwavering support for Captain Ibrahim Traoré's vision of a revitalized, self-reliant nation. This nationwide sanitation exercise has become a powerful symbol of hope, resilience, and solidarity, with Burkinabé from all walks of life working hand in hand to reclaim their nation's dignity. The outpouring of support for Traoré's leadership, rooted in his bold stance against foreign influence, his focus on grassroots empowerment, and his resolve to tackle insecurity, has fueled this movement. Whether it's youth in Bobo Dioulasso painting schools, farmers in Barcelogo clearing irrigation canals, or soldiers in Kaya restoring health centers, the campaign has showcased the strength of a people determined to build a better future. Traoré's ability to inspire collective action, coupled with his visible presence alongside citizens, sweeping streets and engaging with communities, has deepened the trust many Burkinabé place in his government. To the people of Burkina Faso, your efforts are a testament to the power of unity and determination. The streets you've cleaned, the markets you've revitalized, and the public spaces you've reclaimed are not just physical transformations. They are a declaration of your commitment to a stronger, prouder nation. Continue this good work. Let every broom swept, every drain cleared, and every tree planted be a step toward the Burkina Faso you envision. A land of dignity, resilience, and sovereignty. Keep mobilizing, keep collaborating, and keep believing in the future you are building together. Your actions today are laying the foundation for a brighter tomorrow, and the world is watching your resolve with admiration. As Operation Faso Propre moves forward, with plans to expand into reforestation and infrastructure projects, the momentum you have created is a beacon of hope in a challenging time. Stay steadfast, Burkina Faso. Your collective spirit is rewriting the story of your nation.